This sewer was a really wonderful idea. What an incredible smell you've discovered. You know, when you said you wanted to do another review together, I was hoping we wouldn't have to stand around in another slimy mud hole.
That's not mud.
Oh, crap. Yes, dudes and dudettes, Major League Butt Kicking is back in town. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. So get ready to scarf some pizza as we review Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Go!
Wait, Master Yoda.
Huh?
That was the sequel.
So certain are you?
Yeah, that was Secret of the Ooze.
Oh. Sorry.
Hey, no one can blame you for loving probably the greatest rapper of all time. Based on the wildly popular indie comic created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, the Heroes in a Half Shell would go on to become a global phenomenon, inspiring a whole generation of kids to want to play in the sewers. Directed by Steve Barron and shot in 2 months with a budget of roughly $13 million, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was released in 1990 and became one of the highest-grossing independent films of all time, earning $135 million in the domestic box office and $66 million in the foreign market.
A lot of green, that is.
You got that right. King of Grap Roger Corman first approached Eastman and Laird before the animated series aired in 1987 to pitch a version of the film where the Turtles would have been played by Gallagher, Sam Kinison, Bobcat Goldthwait, and Billy Crystal, all wearing turtle shells with their arms and legs painted green. But fortunately for the world, this never saw the light of day. Our film begins as nosy April O'Neil reports on a recent crime wave that's been sweeping the city. Marissa Tomei, Sandra Bullock, and Nicole Kidman were all considered for April O'Neil. However, the role ultimately fell to Judith Hoag, who later complained about the amount of violence in the film, but come on, it has ninja in the title. They're not gonna just sit around a campfire roasting marshmallows. Turns out Judy wasn't the only stick in the mud. Jim Henson, whose Creature Shop created the turtle costumes, was also unhappy with the film, calling the violence excessive, pointless, and not his style. But he should have expected the Turtles to take some hard knocks, because after all, it's not easy being green.
Very true.
Anyway, on her way home from work, April is attacked by some wicked wayward teens. The Turtles knock out the streetlight and defeat them in the dark. It was not an aesthetic choice, however, but a practical one, since the production ran out of time to choreograph the fight scene. After they strike hard and fade away, we get our first real look at the Turtles and their master Splinter, and I have to say, the craftsmanship of Jim Henson's Creature Shop was truly impressive, and seeing the Turtles in real, dark, grungy locations gives the film a grit and charm that modern CGI just can't replicate.
A fan of puppets I am, according to Eastman and Laird, based on me, the character Master Splinter is.
While the costumes look great on camera, they weren't without their share of problems during production. Not only would the animatronics in the masks pick up radio signals from the nearby airport, causing the turtle faces to go into unpredictable spasms during takes, the suits were also so hot, the actors had to drink a gallon of water a day just to keep hydrated. Other problems included the face and animatronics caving in and breaking a stunt performer's nose when Casey Jones, played to perfection by Elias Koteas, knocks Raphael into a trash can. Also, Josh Pace, who played Raphael, suffers from claustrophobia and had to quickly remove his mask after every take. Back to the movie. Turns out the one pulling the strings behind the silent crime wave is our villain of the picture, the Shredder, who has downgraded his lair from the Technodrome to a crappy warehouse that kinda looks like an evil Chuck E. Cheese. Shredhead runs a gang of pickpockets and runaways, making him essentially a spiky ninja Fagin. And with his helmet, respirator, and cape, the dude certainly has style. But I want to talk about his right-hand man, Tatsu. or more accurately, the man who played him. An undisputed master of Aikido, swordsmanship, and other martial arts, Obata Toshishiro is a direct descendant of Obata Masamori, a samurai general that served as one of the famous 24 strategists for the Takeda family during the Sengoku era.
75 Dan rankings Toshishiro has, and founder of the International Shinkendo Federation he is.
He was the All-Japan Batodo champion for 7 consecutive years, the Ioriken Batojutsu champion for 5, and has even taught the Metropolitan Riot Police and the Japanese Self-Defense Army.
Do not underestimate the powers of Toshishiro, or suffer an epic butt-kicking you will.
Basically, if you pick a fight with this guy, you are going to die. When April keeps sticking her nose into Shredder's business, he sends his foot soldiers, a parody of the Hand Ninja Clan from Daredevil, to silence her. But she is rescued by Raphael and meets the Turtles for the first time. Meanwhile, April's boss has a son named Danny who has fallen in with Shredder's gang because teen angst, I guess.
Kids.
After the Turtles are ratted out by Danny, the Foot Trap Master Splinter, and while Raph is brooding, doing karate on the rooftop like you do, he's jumped by the Foot and nearly turned into turtle soup. When the fight spills into April's apartment, the gang bravely runs away to an old farmhouse so Raphael, who is a mere shell of his former self, can recover. After Master Splinter shows up as a Force Ghost and teaches our heroes in a half-shell about the power of friendship, they head back to the city for the climactic battle of the film. The Turtles try to take on Shredder themselves, but it turns out they're still a little too green, and it ultimately falls to Master Splinter's experience to take down Chrome Chrome. Although now that I think about it, where did Splinter get his experience? He's a rat. Who did he ever fight?
Think about it too much. You should not.
You're probably right. In the end, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the perfect example of lightning in a bottle that, much like Star Wars, changed pop culture and merchandising forever, spawning several copycat teams of anthropomorphic heroes including biker mice from Mars, gargoyles, battletoads, street sharks, and the extreme dinosaurs. Master Yoda, as a Green Warrior Muppet yourself, how many Death Stars would you give this film?
5 out of 5 I give this film. True to the source material they were. 29 years after its release, still the definitive version of the Turtles it is.
I agree. But hey, don't just take our word for it. According to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle creators Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, this is exactly what they envisioned with their comic all those years ago. Director Steve Barron met with Eastman and Laird in the early stages of production, using 6 of the original Turtle comics as the basis for the plot of his film. Modern studios and filmmakers would do well to learn from his example. So, any final words for the kids at home?
I have always liked COWABUNGA.
COWABUNGA!
I made a funny